Stop getting blocked like a chump and start using this technique. Oh, my head. Oh my God. Oh my God, why is this always happening? In volleyball, it's really easy to learn to be scared of the block, but I'm here to teach you, don't be afraid anymore, because we don't need to beat the block, because we're going to be using the block. And by the way, yes, this is a men's height net. I will not be answering any more questions. Let's go through a scenario. You get set the ball. Ball is in the opportune spot, but take a look, there is a massive block. Oh my goodness, what am I gonna do? I only have one tool, hit hard. That's what I'm gonna do. Kill blocked, oh, the point's over. I'm embarrassed, and now for the rest of the game, I need to do a tip because I'm scared. It's time to stop. You're not gonna be scared of the block anymore because we're gonna learn how to use it. This technique is called a wipe or a swipe, and it's gonna win you way more points. If you ignore this technique, you will get blocked like crazy, and you will have no other option but to hit hard into a big, scary block. But now, you don't need to be scared anymore. We can crush this block and make them feel foolish for even trying to block us. I'm putting the key ideas on the screen right now. Save it or screenshot it so you can use it later. The 3 ideas are: sense the block. Do more than see the block, sense the block. If you're sick of getting blocked, number 2 is for you, because you need to throw the ball. This is not a spike anymore. We're actually going to be throwing the ball. I'll explain a little more later on. And the 3rd one is freaking send it. I'm a good coach online. I'm even better in person. If you're a high schooler in Brisbane, Australia, and you are passionate about volleyball, I've started my own training program where I take trainings personally because I'm sick and tired of lazy coaching. Check out the link below and I might be your next volleyball coach. Stop settling for mediocre. At Skybound, we rise above. Let's go. First, let's talk about why you're scared of the block. And it's probably because you don't see the block or you don't sense the block. First key to this skill is you need to be able to sense the block. Now that's more than vision. Vision really, really helps, but you need to hear them. You need to feel their movements. It's all about the senses. Don't rely on just your eyes, rely on everything, and it'll help you out tenfold. Sometimes when you go up to spike, you can see the block, but you can also feel them. You can feel how hungry they are. You can feel how desperate they are to get the block. When you feel that, hold on to it and use it against them. A lot of players try and look at the block when they jump. You have half a second to see something and make a decision. Let's broaden that time. When you go back, transition, and ready up for your spike back here, you should be already sort of gauging your blockers. Before the ball even goes into the setter's hands, gauge the blockers. It's gonna give you a lot of information because let me tell you something, most blockers don't move at all. They stand there and wait for the set and then bang. Maybe at the end they take a few little steps to the left or right, but they usually stay in the same area. So this is what I want you to do. When you go back and transition back for your spike, look at the blockers because that's gonna tell you where they are. Most of them don't read block. They've already made the decision of where they're going to block before you even spike. To make it easy mode, when you go back in transition, look at the blockers. Now you can look back at the ball and your setter, and you already know where they are. You can sort of feel them there now with your other senses. Now when you go up, you can feel them there, you can feel their movement. You don't have to exactly see the block to be able to do this, but you need to be able to feel that they're there. So once you're up, then, oh yeah, I haven't forgotten about you. We go up, see the block. Bang, off the block. The better they are at blocking, the more penetration they get over the net, the easier it is to wipe them. First step, start to sense the blocker. It's really important that your vision and your toolbox expands to be able to do this. If you don't see the blocker, you have no chance learning this technique. Now, we can see the blocker. We've practiced. We've transitioned. We look for the blockers. We move in. We sense them in our peripheral and we feel them. Now what? Instead of spiking the ball, we're going to throw it. And yes, literally the motion is a throw. Throw the ball off the block. Hey, this is our target now. We're not scared of it anymore. We know where it is. We can sense it. We can see it. We can feel it. Now we can use it. Instead of spiking into the block, we're going to be using the block and throwing it into the block and then ricocheting it out. It is not a spike. We go up and we throw off. Yeah, I'll show you again. We go up and throw off the block. It bounces off the block and goes out. It's so freaking good. To avoid being called out for catching and throwing or carrying the ball, you need to either be on the side of the volleyball or on top of the volleyball. So if you can get on top of it and throw like that, that's even better. If you're too slow and you go from below, you're probably going to be called for a carry or a catch and throw. So make sure when you're learning how to throw, it's a quick motion. Oh, my head. Oh, my God. Got it in. Woo-hoo. When you're throwing the ball, it's not just a little lob, because you're going to get called for a carry. It's a throw. You want to throw that ball. So we go up. Oh, my God. Why is this always happening? All right, let's fix this blocker. All right, so when you throw, it's got to be a quick motion. I'm not getting hit again, dude. Last step to not getting blocked like a freaking chomp is to send it. When you do this type of technique, you really need to exaggerate the motions. When I coach people, this is what they do. They go off of the block. Oh, why didn't that work? They go again. Oh, why didn't that work? Brother, you gotta send it. This isn't good enough. This isn't good enough. When you're learning, exaggerate. Chuck that ball. Send it to the next freaking court. And sometimes, yeah, the block's gonna read it and you're just gonna absolutely send that ball into another stratosphere. But hey, you're learning to read and sense the block, whatever. But when you're learning this, exaggerate the motion, throw the ball, and send that freaking thing to another court. We need to exaggerate the motions when we first start because we think we're being thrown. We think we're being powerful, but you're not. You're not. Another thing people do when they're learning is they try and do like a spike motion and then into a throw. No. Exaggerate. So when you get up here, I don't care if your hand's like coming like this, like swiping. Practice the motion first, and then you can sort of try and trick the opponent by going up and then swiping it. When you start, be obvious. I'm on a mission to get 100,000 subscribers by the end of 2025 because every player deserves a great coach. And if I can't be your actual coach, I'll be your virtual coach. And we will rise together. So like and subscribe and send this to a group chat with all the short kings. I'm not a short king. This is a men's height net. Yeah, I'm taller. Now, with any technique, there are really good times to do it and there are really bad times to do it. Let me tell you the really good times to do it. You get set. The ball is on the net. On the net. The blocker is right there. And the antenna is close by. Perfect situation. Oh, I'm freaking wiping that every single time. Because the best outcome is off the block, out on your side. That's the best possibility there is because now the other team can't do anything about it. If you go off the block and it bounces and goes on their side, even out, that's still good, but the other team can do something about that. So best case scenario is off the block with power. That's why we send it back out on our side. But that can only be done effectively if three conditions are met. The set is on the net, near the antenna, and the blocker is hungry for a block. You can sense them. Those are the three criteria. On the net, near antenna, and the block is hungry. If those three criteria aren't met, you may have trouble doing this technique. There are two instances that you should definitely not do this technique. When the ball is too far off the net, because I need to aim and I'm really slow now, or the set goes too wide and we're out here. What are we wiping off? The antenna? We lose instantly. So those are the best times to do it and the worst time to do this technique. But the biggest thing you need to do is practice. I'd like to thank McGregor State High School for letting me use their facilities. They have a great volleyball program, and if you're in the area and considering, should I go to this school or that school? Consider McGregor State High School. They will support you to be the best that you can be. A few of you guys gave a compliment on my shirts the other day. Thanks, I love them. They're my favorite. By the way, it's my birthday on July 18th. 2XL, by the way. I just love these shirts, you know. Oh, they're so comfortable. Wish I could get another one on July 18th with a 2XL ugly from Canterbury.